For most of my life, I thought the way to do well in something was to do more of it. So if you wanted more muscle, you do more exercises. If you want to lose more fat, you do more fat burning cardio. Now, what if that was a trap? And in fact, doing the exact opposite was the way for normal people to get to the physique goals that we have. Here's why the minimalist way to train, where you do less than everyone else, is actually going to get you jacked. Let's get into it. Let's say you decide you're going to run 10K every day, and I decide I'm going to walk 10 minutes every day. Who's going to stay more consistent? The chances are it's going to be me. I'm probably going to be able to walk 10 minutes a day every day for like 2 years, because how hard is it to walk 10 minutes a day? But 10K run a day, that's damn hard. If you just focus on doing more and more volume, more and more extremities, you immediately lower your chances of sustaining it. Consistency goes down. And consistency, it's the boring way, but it's the only way you're gonna be jacked, you're gonna build muscle, you're gonna lose fat, because that's the only way you're gonna keep it as well for the long term. So understand that doing less is the way to get to your goals via consistency. And if you've been struggling to stay consistent, which is something that I hear most often from just about everybody that I talk to, that is the thing that you're struggling with. I mean, you watching this right now, ask yourself why you haven't got to the goals that you want when it comes to fat loss and muscle building. Somewhere along the line, you will have had to answer, I didn't really stay consistent. So do less, do so much less that you feel like consistency will be a given. Start there and build up. Next, I don't know how many of you watch boxing, but there's a punch that you call a haymaker. A haymaker is a punch where, when all else fails, you're just throwing that one last ditch overhand right to catch the opponent to knock him out. And it's the most powerful punch that can knock somebody out. Now, what's the logic of the haymaker? Is that if you're doing a lot of punches, a lot of everything, and you're dividing your energy into a lot of different moves, they're gonna have medium power. But if you just load everything in that one bloody punch, you can throw the most powerful punch that can knock a person out. I'm not saying you got to go in the gym and do one haymaker rep or one haymaker exercise. Most people, when they go to the gym, they do too many exercises, so their energy is divided, their focus is divided. They do too many sets and too many reps, so again, their energy is divided, their focus is divided, and their strength potential is divided. Now, if you limit that and you just did one exercise and one set, you could really go in there, focus really hard, and get a lot out of that one exercise. You can probably push heavier than you thought possible. You can probably get stronger every time you step in the gym, and you probably will train with that kind of intensity that makes your face crunch up, that really gives you gains. Now again, I'm not saying go do one exercise in one set, but it goes to show that when you do less, you can bring that much more intensity to the reps, to the sets, to the exercises. Now, what is the optimal amount? Generally speaking, if you're a professional that has other things going on in life and your life doesn't revolve around the gym, I always say train 3 times a week, do just about 5 exercises, and go anywhere from 2 to 3 sets. This is the optimal that I found after training for years and helping so many other people find consistency and results with this exact minimalist training system. If you want that routine, by the way, that simplifies this whole thing and you just follow it to a T, where you stay consistent and get great gains, grab Aesthetic Body Blueprint. It's going to give you that V-tape or aesthetic body that you see on my thumbnails. Next, there's that famous Bruce Lee saying where he says, I fear the man who practiced one punch 10,000 times than a guy who practiced 10,000 punches once. What I see most often with people is they've tried a whole bunch of gym exercises, gym routines, and when I actually sit down and watch the videos of them training, because I get my coaching clients to send me videos of them doing the exercises, I'm astonished at how bad, frankly, the form is. How bad they are at executing the exercise, not just in the form, by the way, but in the intensity with which they push, the focus that they bring to each exercise, how much strength they have as a result. We almost have to go back to basics and build the foundation again so they actually are getting the most out of the exercise. And then the next thing is, after a couple months, a lot of guys want to switch. They're like, oh, when's the time to do the next thing that I can get more gains? And it's like, dude, an exercise like an overhead press, like a chin up, like an incline bench, like a chest supported row, the more you do that exercise, the better you get at it, the more muscle activation you can bring, the more focus you can bring. Let's talk about the incline bench. You can really work the form so you tense your upper back, your scapulars, you round your shoulders, and you have that stable foundation from which to press. You're not going to learn that in your first 2 months. It's going to take time to ingrain that. What about where to drop the bar on your chest? What about how fast you should go? What about having a back arch? What about bracing so you tighten tighten the core. All of these things that matter in getting the most out of that exercise, that's just going to give you so much, gets neglected because you just want to do more. You just want to do the new exercise. You just are so eager to learn new tricks. So the power of doing less is not just in the fact that you can push more, it's that you actually get to hone that move, whether it's the chin up, whether it's the incline bench, whatever it is, and you get better and better at it. And it means you can squeeze more and more gains out of it because every movement, every rep becomes that much more efficient. Understand, when everybody's trying to do more, you can do less and refine those few moves. Next, when people try to lose fat, they immediately equate that with, I need to do more. I need to go on more runs. If I've been doing 2K runs, I need to do 5K runs because summer's coming up. If I've been doing like 30-minute workouts, I need to do 1-hour workouts. If I'm doing gym only, I need to add jiu-jitsu. If I'm doing jiu-jitsu only, I need to add high rocks training. Like, there's always this idea that you got to move more to burn more calories. I don't suddenly do more things when I want to get lean because that's going to make me even more hungry. I just do less things. I do actually less exercises in the gym. Understand that you can do less and still get lean because it's going to make you less hungry. It's a little bit counterintuitive. If you get me, you get me. Next, now I'm sure a lot of you watching have had a crush on a girl, and you probably did what every dude does when he's got no game. What do? You just crush, and you may be asking them to do something too many times. You're sending them too many texts. What happens? Hey, Jenny, let's go for a walk. Let's go for a drink. How about let's go to that thing on Sunday? I'm meeting with my friends. And Jenny, the hypothetical girl, is like, dude, just chill. Like, I don't want to go to that thing, and you asking me 5 more times is not going to make me any more enthusiastic about it. What are you doing? Maybe most of you watching this have gone past that stage and you know better. You know neediness is not that attractive. You know you got to give her a little space, right? Maybe even give her a little space to miss you. That's really what you got to do. When something is super available and all the time, you resent it. How does this relate to fitness? Whenever I try to do training every day, even jiu-jitsu every day, I get to a point where I'm a little bit like, I don't enjoy it as much. It's a chore. It's just a given. You got to give yourself the chance to miss jiu-jitsu, to miss the gym. Don't train every day. Give yourself the rest days. Give yourself the time to actually be far away from it so you miss the training. And that's what doing less will give you. When you start training less, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, you have rest days, you rest on the weekends, you're literally itching to go. You're going, oh my God, I like tomorrow's a gym day, tomorrow's a push day, tomorrow's a leg day, tomorrow's a pull day. Now that is a great relationship to have with training, and that's exactly what we want for you. That's what I build with all of my training clients. Now, if you want to join my coaching program where we do this whole thing together so you can enjoy training and become super consistent to get the body that you want like that, then you can hit the link to apply for my coaching program. If you just want to do it by yourself, you could. There's a routine below that you can grab as well. I'll leave both of those links down below. That's it. Let's get on to the next point. The next thing is what I learned from my jiu-jitsu training, and this is very, very recent. So I've been doing a lot of learning about how to learn better in jiu-jitsu. And I used to just spar a lot and get exhausted, a bit like the more is better mentality. I thought if I sparred more with people that are good, I'm naturally going to get better, more training, time on the mats. That's what they all say. But little did I know, what they all say is usually the wrong way. And after doing some research, I realized actually you need to be much more intentional about training. If you burn yourself out sparring too much, then you won't have time after the practice to think about what went well, what went wrong, what you should practice. You become less intentional and more cloudy. You can't even recollect what happened in the training session. And all the best coaches, all the best athletes will tell you that the training stops when your brain stops, not when your body stops.
The training session doesn't finish when your body stops moving. It finishes when your mind stops moving.
So that when you finish training, you should have your brain buzzing with ideas to think about what went well, what should I improve. And I only realized that I was exhausting that capacity by doing too much exhaustion based, more is better type of training. And recently what I did was I started declining sparring opportunities to practice more and do positional sparring, do drills, and to do just other things that would conserve a little bit of my energy, not just physical, but mental. And this has been a game changer. I feel like I'm progressing more. I feel better after training. I feel more recovered. My brain, most importantly, is buzzing and active even after the session so I can recollect what happened, know what to improve the next session. And it's been a game changer for my jiu-jitsu. Realizing this has been like, wait a second, that's what I do in fitness as well. Because I don't exhaust myself in the gym. I actually have the time to focus on calories, protein, steps, systematizing everything so going to the gym becomes easy. Systematizing my diet so taking protein becomes easy. All of these other things, my sleep, my hormones, my supplements, you're not giving yourself the mental RAM and room to consider and focus on these other things that also make up a big chunk of the pie. So understand, you have finite resources, finite physical and mental energy, and doing less could be the key to open up that room for you to focus on those other things. Next, doing less is still better than doing nothing. And doing nothing is what you might do if you do more. Most of the time, when I see my clients fall off track, it's because they try to do too much at the beginning. You won't believe me when I say the most common advice I give guys in my coaching program is you're going too fast. Your weight's dropping too fast. You're progressing too fast. We need to slow you down. Imagine a coach telling you to slow down because your weight loss is going so well. Why do you think I do that? Because when a guy comes in and he thinks, oh my God, this is so great, everything's working, I'm gonna do more of it, I'm gonna do more of it, and his weight just starts going down so fast, his body and his mind is not ready to digest it. So you just collect all that stress in your body and then you end up binge eating and bounce back. And then I don't hear from them again for 3 months. Guys that come in, that try the training program and they're like, you know what, I love this, but I wanna do this, I wanna do the running, I wanna do that. They always end up taking longer because they just opted to do more and more, and it led to too much fatigue. While doing less might seem to you in the short term to be the slow way, to be the boring way, and you want fast results, best results, most optimal results, and that's what the world around you is screaming at you, have the courage, have the patience, have the foresight and the wisdom to hold yourself back, to do less strategically to get more. Remember, doing less isn't just to be like lazy. The idea is that doing less is gonna give you more focus, gonna give you more intensity, gonna give you more enjoyment, gonna give you more consistency, gonna give you more strength, and therefore you're strategically doing less in an area to get the ultimate more in another area when it comes to the body that you want. Okay, that's exactly what minimalism is about, which is why I call my training the Minimalist Training System. If you want to learn that system and embed it into your life so training becomes effortless and fun and you actually get the body that you want, then apply for the coaching program. If you want the training routine that is based on these principles, grab Aesthetic Body Blueprint and have a go at it yourself. Either way, I'm happy I can help you. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.